Woo. Hey guys, what is up? Otaku Mike here. We're doing another manga first impression video. How would you feel if all of a sudden you were transported to another world and a beautiful woman was like, hey, I want you to be my husband and all you have to do is father my child? Well, in the ideal sponger life, you get to find out exactly what happens. That's right. So our story starts out with our main protagonist, Zenjiro. He has 2 days off. He doesn't get that many days off because he's a hard-working Japanese salaryman. That's right. Just riding his bike one day, and he gets sort of teleported to this other world, and this woman, her name is Arya, I believe. She's like, you're going to be my husband. I pick you to be my husband. And he's like, what? What are you talking about, husband? I'm just a normal guy. You know, I don't have any good qualities. Well, when they start to get to talking, turns out he has some royal blood in his lineage of some kind. Like, he's sort of down the line related to the royal family within this world. And she's like, yeah, here's the thing. You can be my husband and you don't have to do anything whatsoever. And he's like, what? So then they start like talking things out and, you know, stuff like that. And he's like, what? Like, I don't have to do anything? I can basically shut myself off to the world? And she's like, yeah, all you have to do is basically father me a child because most of my lineage is gone. They're like dead, basically. And he's like, I'm gonna have to think about this. And then he jumps at, he thinks about it for at least a good chapter. And he's like, okay, let's do this. Let's get married. And she's like, okay, well, we're gonna send you back to your world for a month, and you're gonna think this over, and, you know, basically do any preparations that you feel like you need to come back over here. Here's some of the artwork. Let's just flip through the art. So yeah, so he goes for a month, prepares, quits his job, tries to figure out a way to basically get electricity over there. So he like gets a generator and gets like an amount of batteries to last him basically like a decade. And he brings like TV, game systems, all these like movies, music. You know, he goes to see his grandparents and he's like, oh, you know, I'm going to study abroad and whatnot, because he has no real ties to this world. He starts to have second thoughts, and he changes his mind a little bit. He gets over there, they get married, you know. They both have to learn about each other, which is very interesting, because he has to learn about her and her world, and she has to learn more about him, and kind of like the stuff that he brings over, and like the traditions and stuff. That part is very interesting, honestly, and the part that, you know, she's basically in charge. You know, he doesn't really do anything. She's more the monarch. You know, she controls everything, basically. And he's just there to father a child. So, yeah, this series is interesting. I think I'm going to need another volume to check this out and see if I really, really enjoy it, because it does have its ups and downs. The situations between Arya and Zenjiro are really what make this book, in my opinion. Like later on, towards the end of the volume, he gets a tutor and he starts to learn a little magic, because the royal bloodline, they can do magic, basically. And you get to see Arya and her running of the kingdom and stuff like that. That's pretty interesting as well. Um, but yeah, honestly, this first volume is pretty much just all set up, and I don't exactly know where they're going with this book because it kind of leaves it with a cliffhanger. There's some more a little fan service for you guys. So yeah, I mean, our two main characters are pretty somewhat developed. We get to know a little bit about each of them and like what makes them tick, which is honestly, I really didn't know what to expect going into this book. I kind of just picked it up honestly because of the cover, and Jen Graves told me to pick it up. So I was like, okay, what the hell? I'll pick it up and try it out. But yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes. And does she have an ulterior motive? Because I kind of wonder if she has an ulterior motive, and like maybe everything is not as it appears, and maybe there's a darker side to this. Going to another world and basically marrying a complete stranger. I wonder about that. And how well Shinjiro is going to adapt to his new surroundings. That seems like to be a huge focal point, and one that I'm kind of interested in seeing. So I'm going to give this another volume to see if I like it or not. It's produced by 7 Seas. Go check it out if you're interested and you want something a little different. It's not a bad manga. It's enjoyable, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. I'm Otaku Mike. Thanks for watching this manga first impression. I hope you guys really enjoyed the idle sponger life, because I thought it was not bad. I mean, like, look, you got all the hot women, and you know, look, booyah. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. It always helps. And if you have read this book or are thinking about reading this book, let me know in the comment section down below there. Peace out, guys.